This is Joe with Bigfoot Outdoor Survival Equipment. Today I am going to test our wax infused tinder. I had got a sample of this several months ago, and I got it and I lit it and it seemed to burn for a while, so I ordered a whole bunch. So now we're going to do the test on them to see what it can do and how long it does burn. So inside of here there are 4 different strands. If you burn it like this, it'll burn for a pretty long time. I'm not going to do that right now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to split them open, and there are 4 different wicks in here. So I'm going to test different things on these just to see how long each individual strand will work. The first thing I'm going to test is how long it will burn, and I'm just going to leave it sit here and burn while I run through and do some other tests. So let me get my stopwatch out. Okay, so it's ready to hit. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to open up one end a little bit. Okay, so I have it opened up. Whoops. So, okay, I'm going to light this up. Okay, we're going to let it burn. So I couldn't find anything else to burn it on. I have this piece, but I want to use it for something else. So I did find my tortilla maker. And what you do is you get your masa with a little bit of water and some salt, and then you use some like wax paper. You put it in there and you squish it down. It comes up with really nice homemade tortillas. Oh, I think that's somebody else's show. Wait, I'm doing fire tinder. Okay, so anyway, what I want to do is I'm going to just set this over here, and we're going to let it burn. Oh, I didn't start my time. Okay, we started the time now. It's already been burning for a few seconds or whatever, a minute, whatever. So, okay, so the next thing I want to do is I'm going to take one of these tinders and I'm going to submerge them in water. Okay, so I put it in water. I'm going to shake it off a little bit, and I'm going to open it up a little, and we're going to see if we can light that. I guess we'll just light it off with this. I can hear the water burning. Okay. It took a minute to get it started, but so after submerged in water, it does burn. So we'll set this over here for a second. Let's slide this one, move him over here. Set him over here. Okay, so the next thing I want to test is to see if I can light this with a ferro rod. So I'm going to bust these ends open, probably even a little bit more. Try one end, but something tells me to do 2. I might try one end, and then if need be I'll put the other with it, intertwine it to see how that works. But we'll go ahead and open them up. Burn my tape. Okay, so we got them both open. Okay, I'm going to try just one end just to see how this works. And then if I have to, I'll intertwine the other one. So I'm going to put the one end here. Okay, so we have this multifunction shovel. We've done several videos on it. You should go check those out. This thing has a lot of parts and pieces. Cool thing is, for this test, it also has a ferro rod, which is pretty nifty. So I'm going to take this ferro rod and my knife, and I just want to point out not to use the blade end of your knife. It will ruin it. I don't know if you can see this. I've used it a bunch of times on the back edge, and you can see all these little burn marks. So anyway, just something to point out. You don't want to ruin your blade. So I'm just going to see if I can start this one end with this ferrule rod. Okay. So 2 strikes with a ferrule rod, and we have our fire going. I want to blow this one out before it gets too started. And I'm going to take this one. We're doing a time on that one. So I want to, I'm going to blow on this and see like what maybe it could hold up to with wind. So I'm going to do a little blow test on it. Okay, that was a decent blow. So we'll go a little harder. Okay, that was pretty good. So I'm gonna blow on it harder, like I was 10 years old. I'm gonna blow out a birthday cake. Let's see what this happens here. So I'm thinking that it's pretty wind resistant. I would say it's kind of water resistant to, I mean, I submerged it and I could still get it to catch. I didn't leave it under there for any significant time, but when you're out camping and stuff, you know, it's not like you submerge your stuff. Usually it's rain damage or moisture of some type, so your tinder will still work. You can do like a little splash test or something. Yeah. Probably isn't going to do too great in a rainstorm. So anyway, it's probably enough to get your wood dried up, to get moisture out of it, so you can get your wood started. In the whole log portion, it's going to burn for a good amount of time. So I think this test is pretty good. Right now, we're at 5 minutes, and it still has a good bit to burn, and that's just 1 out of 4 strands. So altogether, you're looking at 28 minutes maybe of burn time, and as a log probably like 15 to 20 minutes. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, it's still burning, and we're at 5.5 minutes. So let me put this back together, and we'll just wait out and see how long this takes. Okay, so we're at about 8.5 minutes. There's very, very small flame. It's mostly just smoldering now. There's still a little bit left. It'll probably smolder for a while. So about 8.5 minutes per strand. I think that's pretty decent, especially all together. I think it's pretty good tinder. It's waxed infused. Check it out in our other products, and check out our other YouTube videos. This is Joe, Bigfoot Outdoor Survival Equipment, and we'll catch you next time.